Hey everybody, how's it going? So I have this background video running just for something interesting while I talk. This video is about the 2001 Honda XR650R that I'm auctioning off. We're going to do a silent auction and it's going to run until July 30th. So get your bid in till July 30th. So I guess technically you have midnight of the 29th to get your bid in to the email that will be in the description below. But it is Meeker Extreme XR650R at yahoo.com. This information will all be in the description, so don't worry about it if I said something or you couldn't understand me. I know I slur sometimes, and believe me, I'm not the best public speaker. So what I'll need for you in that email is I'll need your name, your bid amount, and contact information, cell phone, home phone, alternate email addresses. Somehow I can contact you. So I will contact you shortly after, and we'll give you plenty of opportunity to respond, to answer, to return my call or whatever the case might be, or return the email. But we'll probably do we'll say 24 hours, right? I'll contact you, you have 24 hours to respond, and then we'll go to the next person on the list. I'll probably be a little bit more generous on that, but that's where we're going to be. So put your dollar amount, like you bid 500. It's a silent auction. Somebody else bids 800. Somebody bids 1,000. Somebody bids 2,000. Somebody bids 3,000. I don't know how high this is going to go. The market's crazy right now. Just note that this bike is located in Montrose, Colorado at Highland Cycles. So Morgan at Highland Cycles has the XR650R. He's finishing it up. I hope to get you some video, some pictures on my Facebook page, and maybe an update video here during this time frame so you can see what the bike looks like and point you into the direction if he does a video, what have you, and you can make that bid. Now, it's a 2001 Honda XR650R. It does have a clean title. It does have a streetable title, meaning this bike is plated. I've had no issues. It doesn't say for off-road use only. It is a clean title. I will sign that over to you. We'll meet in Montrose, Colorado. I will sign that over to you once you hand me the money, and it's your bike. Morgan said the top end is great. Motor sounds great. And, he's looked at it. He's ridden it. He thinks it's fine. It is a used bike. As you see in my video, since 2010 I've had the bike, but my earliest video that I easily found was 2012, and I've ridden this bike. I've ridden this bike on hard trails. I've gone towed out when the Recluse gripped so well, and when the chain got tossed, and just fried that, and then I had to rebuild that and all that. And the bike's been dropped a lot. It's been ridden a lot. I don't know how many miles. I mean, I was sort of keeping track early on. I don't know. I mean, a lot of times will say it has 100,000 miles, but I really don't know. It's just a guesstimation. From my early on, I was riding figure 10 to 15,000 miles a year. But then as I got a second bike and stuff, that kind of went down. So I really don't know. I don't know what the mileage is. I just know it's a reliable bike. I've never had an issue other than this one time. I've never been stranded on it. And this was just the chain popped off and it kind of caught, and when the bike tried to turn the rear tire where it was at, that chain, it just had it locked up and the clutch, the Recluse system just fried basically. It happens, but that was the only time I've ever had an issue and got stuck under this bush in Moab waiting for the brother-in-law to get his truck. But this bike has been reliable for me. At one point, it has a new piston, new timing chain. I think that was in 2016-ish. And Lysco piston, rings, all that good stuff. Trying to think what else. And like I said, timing chain. And yeah, it's been well taken care of. Oh, Keeble white valves. That's what I was trying to think for the valves. So springs, valves, did Keeble white, no name brand. Had a guy do the top end for me, and it's been great. I mean, it holds the specs. I don't really have to adjust it when I check it. It's always right there or pretty dang close where it's like, maybe I'll adjust it a little bit, But it's usually spot on ever since then. No issue. The bike will be coming with IMS, so thank you to IMS for new foot pegs, a new medium size, I think it's the 4.2 gallon tank. So huge thank you to them. Huge thank you Dirt Tricks for sprocket chain, JT sprockets also, so you'll have an extra set of sprockets. You'll have the service manual, I'll bring that, the owner's manual, also a Voyager Pro. You'll have that on there. So you got the Voyager Pro. You'll have some extra parts. I'm just going to give you a bunch of the parts I have, and that should help you out down the road or whatever if you need parts. Also, it has a Magura clutch on it, so easy clutch. It does have a recluse in there. It's just a basic system. That's all they sold for the XR650R, but it works. It works great for the thumper. But if you want to change it back, that's not hard to do. You can do that. It has a Hinson clutch basket. So name brand clutch basket was put in at one point. I think that was back in 2016, I want to say. So a lot of parts. Morgan's putting on new tires, fresh fluids, finishing up with the headlight he got, which I don't recall which one. And so hopefully get you some pictures and updated video and that. So follow me on Facebook at Meeker Extreme, because I'll have updates, and and also check out Highland Cycles. Morgan will have updates too, and we're kind of collaborating here. He's doing the maintenance, or I should say mechanical work. He's donating his time, some tires, some fluids, and I'm basically donating the bike, so it goes towards Motorcycle Relief Project, and they can hopefully, with the amount we get, will sponsor a rider, maybe two riders, depending the amount. The market for bikes is high right now, so maybe somebody's generous, knowing that this is going to a good cause, says $5,000, and it's a legit bid. So we will be weeding out. If somebody bids what we think is kind of high, I will probably contact you before the auction ends, just to make sure that bid is real. I mean, make sure the contact information you gave us, because we'll want to jump on it right away to go down. And I'll be meeting with you out in Montrose, Colorado to pick it up. So stars will align, and we'll all go be out there. And when you pick it up, so I can give you the title, and importantly, I get the cash, and then I'll have a follow-up video on the whole cash going towards Motorcycle Relief Project. So, all the information is going to be in the description. So hopefully the bids are good, and we have good bids, and if for some reason my video is not that popular and somebody only bids $500, you're not getting it for $500. Morgan and I are going to kind of be communicating, like, if say we have a highest bid is only $1,800, let's say, I'm going to consult with Morgan. We're going to see what the market is there, and we'll just put it on Craigslist or in Facebook Marketplace and just sell it traditionally, and I'll do a follow-up video explaining that. I don't think that will be the case. Market's tight, so I'm sure there will be a lot of bidding. So feel free, put in your bidding, put in your highest bidding, because it's a silent auction. I suppose you could bid again if you wanted to up your bid for some reason. You have a feeling, that people are bidding a lot through the comments and saying, you might bid $2,000 and then feel like, well, maybe I should toss another bid in there, and then, I guess you can do that, right? It's going to be silent. I won't really be talking about it until the end, till July 30th. And I'm just going to check on the calendar, make sure I have that date right. July 30th. It's a Friday. Let's end it then. We'll say midnight, July 30th. So I'll wake up for that weekend, and hopefully then or the following week I can start on August 2nd, start contacting and get a response, because I have free time the following roughly from the 5th through the following week to get out to Montrose to exchange stuff, bring out any extra parts I might have that, although I sent a lot of them with Morgan, so Morgan has a lot of them, and kind of go through parts that he has, because there would be way too many gas tanks and stuff. And you're going to get a generous amount of extra parts that I guess you can sell, or if you want to change the bike a certain way, you could do that. Anyways, I think that's where we're at. I'm going to end the video there. So thanks for watching me on my XR650R over the years, but it's time for it to move on, and I just want it to move on and give the money to a good cause and call it good and just move on with the stuff I'm doing. And yeah, I've had a blast on that bike. I kind of feel sad for selling it, but it's time. As I said before, it's time. I want to get a different adventure bike. So anyways, take care, stay well, stay safe, my friends. Have a good one. Bye.